I'm so glad you're here tonight. Before we begin, settle in, dim the lights, and let your body release the day. This is What If Sleep, where we ask the gentlest questions and let them carry us softly away. And tonight's question is this: what if your reflection became a different person? Close your eyes. Take a slow breath in and out, and let us drift into this quiet, enormous, tender night together. She seems to read the weight you carry, and she does not flinch. There is a stillness in the room as your gaze finds the reflection waiting there. Somewhere, a clock ticks softly, counting nothing important. The old mirror is flecked with faint silver age. You breathe slowly, and the mirror breathes with you. You stay a little longer, curious and unhurried. You study the lines of her, and they tell a softer story than your own. The old mirror leans against the wall, and you come to rest before it. The old room wraps you in its quiet, familiar warmth. The room holds its breath with you, patient and still. You hold her gaze, and the evening feels immense. This is What If Sleep, and the night is finally kind to you. Though her features echo yours, her gaze belongs to another, gentler season. The two of you look and are looked at in a tender, equal silence. Outside, the world hushes itself to rest. In the dim gold light, the moment stretches long and tender. The frosted window casts pale light across the glass as you come to stand before it. And you feel no urge to run, only to stay and understand. Soft dust hangs in the light, turning slowly like sleep itself. A candle glow pools warm on the wooden frame. A strange comfort settles in you, and you are not afraid. You pause mid-motion, your attention caught by the glass as though it called you. You cross the warm tiles slowly, drawn to the mirror at the far end of the room. The frosted window breathes a pale glow across the tiled floor. A night breeze stirs the curtain at the frosted window, and still you look, and still she waits, and nothing rushes, but something in her stillness tells you she is someone else entirely. A gentle breath leaves you as you look up and meet the waiting glass. Light slants low through the frosted glass, honeyed and thin. The shadows in the corners are deep and kind. The quiet deepens around you, kind and unhurried. The room asks nothing of you, and you give it nothing but stillness. You feel seen, truly seen, in a way that asks nothing back of you. And a quiet wonder takes the place of any alarm. Steam from a forgotten moment hangs faint in the air. The water in the basin is cool and utterly still. The warmth of the moment keeps you there, soft and open. What if sleep could hold you like this, tender and unafraid? You step into the quiet of the old bathroom, and almost without meaning to, lift your eyes to the mirror. And yet, the woman in the glass wears a different, gentler smile. Evening settles over the house like a held breath. The tiles cool your bare feet, gentle against your skin. Her eyes meet yours, and in them you find no questions, only presence. Yet the stranger in the glass regards you with a kindness you have rarely met. The wooden frame of the mirror glows like worn amber. The lamp hums softly, the only sound in the hush. The faint night has not yet asked anything of you. She mirrors your observation of her, curious and unhurried. But the face that looks back at you is not quite your own. The air is warm and still, full of the promise of rest. A dust mote turns slowly in the shaft of window light. A deep patience settles over you as the gentle hour deepens. The mirror holds a patient silence as you arrive before it once more. The watching becomes a kind of conversation, slow and unhurried. The gentle tooth glass catches a shaft of pale light, turning low. Evening pours its honeyed color through the frosted, hushed window. You are curious now, gently and quietly unafraid. Nothing in the pale evening asks you to move or decide, though the shape is familiar. The soul behind it feels new, and the strangeness of it does not frighten you at all. The warm air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of even rest. The veiled old pipe catches a shaft of pale light, turning hushed. You find you are in no hurry to leave this honeyed, soft moment, and there, in the soft light, you see a face that should be yours and is not. She examines you with the patience of someone who already knows the answer. Evening pours its soft color through the frosted, hushed window. Somewhere behind you, the quiet house breathes slowly into deep dark. Nothing in the deep evening asks you to move or decide. This is what if sleep, and the mirror is only an invitation. You trade glances in the glass, and neither of you looks away. Evening gathers you gently and leads you to the mirror without a word. The warm shadows at the edges of the room are deep and hushed. The warm air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of still rest. You reach toward the frame with the faintest touch, grounding yourself in the moment. The room wraps around you, hushed, as your eyes settle on the silvered surface. Evening pours its faint color through the frosted, tender window. The milky moment stretches, unhurried, into the low evening. You are curious now, without hurry, and quietly unafraid, and you notice, without fear, that she is a stranger to you. Only the eyes are the same, and even they seem lighter somehow. The amber shadows at the edges of the room are deep and patient. Somewhere behind you, the quiet house breathes slowly into low dark. Stillness gathers without hurry around the warm mirror like a held breath. Her gaze moves over your face slowly, as though memorizing a beloved beloved thing. You move through the soft lamplight and find yourself standing at the mirror again. A hush settles over the warm bathroom, soft as certain wool. A hush settles over the amber bathroom, soft as tender wool. You are curious now, quietly, and quietly unafraid, and the person watching you from the mirror is unmistakably not the you of the morning. A calm settles around you as you meet your own eyes in the dim gold of the room. Evening pours its honeyed color through the frosted low window. Light pools softly on the pale tiles, warm and slow and low. Let the ease of what if sleep fold around you now. Her eyes hold yours without hurry, as though the evening were endless. You find the mirror without searching, as though it had been waiting for you. The dim shadows at the edges of the room are deep and deep. The room holds its gentle quiet around you, patient as the evening. You drift toward the mirror, the way one drifts toward a familiar window at night. Your hand brushes the cool wooden frame as you pause before the glass. In the pale light of the old room, everything slows to a low breath. The amber shadows at the edges of the room are deep and certain. You read each other slowly, like two people learning a kind language. Your reflection catches your attention, and you stop, still and unhurried. In the warm light of the old room, everything slows to a still breathe. Somewhere behind you, the dusty house breathes slowly into soft dark. The dim night has not yet asked anything of you. You set down whatever you were holding and turn your face to the silver light. Though you share a face, you sense a life lived differently on the other side. Light pools softly on the gentle tiles, warm and kind and low. The quiet air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of soft rest. Quietly, without ceremony, you stand before the glass and let your gaze soften. Her attention is gentle, holding you without any demand. The muted shadows at the edges of the room are deep and hushed. The veiled air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of slow rest. A still patience settles over you as the honeyed hour deepens, and the face there is almost yours, but softened as if by many patient years. You return her look, and a strange kinship settles between you. Evening pours its gentle color through the frosted patient window. The veiled mirror leans quiet in the kind glow of the lamp. The honeyed deep evening stretches on, soft and unhurried. This is the gentle hour of what if sleep, and you may let go. You turn slowly toward the mirror, the floorboards soft and warm beneath you. She studies you the way you study her, without hurry, without judgment. The gentle moment stretches, unhurried, into the certain evening. Somewhere behind you, the dim house breathes slowly into to soft dark. The two of you hold each other in a long, wordless attention. Yet the calm in her eyes is something you have never quite worn. The muted moment stretches, unhurried, into the patient evening. The room holds its muted quiet around you, patient as the evening. Nothing in the quiet evening asks you to move or decide. You study one another as old friends study a familiar landscape. You watch her, and you realize she is watching you just as gently. Light pools softly on the milky tiles, warm and slow and low. The golden shadows at the edges of the room are deep and kind. Nothing in the honeyed evening asks you to move or decide. You cannot tell who is looking at whom anymore, and it does not matter. She regards you the way one regards the sea, endless and calm. Somewhere behind you, the amber house breathes slowly into tender dark. A faint, hushed scent of old wood and soap lingers in the even air. The faint room keeps its dim quiet while you stand and look, and you understand calmly that this is a different person in the glass. Yet none of this disturbs you, only deepens the stillness of the room. Light pools softly on the dim tiles, warm and soft and low. In the golden light of the old room, everything slows to a still breathe. A hushed patience settles over you as the warm hour deepens. This is what if sleep, and tonight we let the mirror hold us. Yet her expression holds a tenderness you do not recognize in yourself. Though she mirrors your movement, her spirit moves somewhere you have never been. The quiet moment stretches, unhurried, into the calm evening. Light pools softly on the gentle tiles, warm and low and low. Standing at the glass, you take a long, hushed breath and let your shoulders soften. You drift across the warm tiles and come to a stop at the mirror. The amber shadows at the edges of the room are deep and hushed. The soft mirror leans quiet in the low glow of the lamp. The deep, gentle evening stretches on, soft and unhurried, and the reflection carries a gentle softness your own face has never worn. The two of you watch each other quietly in the hushed silence of the room. The quiet mirror leans quiet in the hushed glow of the lamp. Light pools softly on the warm tiles, warm and kind and low. Nothing in the dim evening asks you to move or decide, yet the woman there meets your eyes with a faint kindness you rarely meet. Yet the woman there meets your eyes with a golden kindness you rarely meet. In the soft light of the old room, everything slows to a deep breath. The dim soap dish catches a shaft of pale light, turning deep. You find you are in no hurry to leave this tender golden moment. You regard her softly, and her attention answers yours, still and unhurried. You rest a hand on the soft wooden frame and meet the waiting glass. Light pools softly on the warm tiles, warm and slow and low. Light pools softly on the pale tiles, warm and kind and low. The still room keeps its gentle quiet while you stand and look. You study her, and she studies you with a calm ease as the quiet light deepens between you. Neither of you looks away, and the faint watching becomes a kind of language. In the soft light of the old room, everything slows to a certain breath. The room holds its amber quiet around you, patient as the evening. Let this be what if sleep, a slow surrender to the evening. The still lamplight finds you as you turn toward the waiting glass. You come to the mirror and stand quietly while the gentle light gathers on your face. The room holds its quiet around you, patient as the evening. A hush settles over the honeyed bathroom, soft as deep wool. The person watching you from the mirror is not the you of the morning, and the reflection carries a softness your own face has never worn. The milky moment stretches, unhurried, into the patient evening. The soft moment stretches, unhurried, into the patient evening. A honeyed patience settles over you as the muted hour deepens. Neither of you looks away, and the tender watching becomes a kind of language. The face there is not yours, but belongs to a gentler, soft stranger. The amber mirror's edge catches a shaft of pale light, turning patient. Light pools softly on the gentle tiles, warm and long and low. You find you are in no hurry to leave this dim, deep moment. She reads your face with gracious care, and you read hers the same slow way. Neither of you looks away, and the hushed watching becomes a kind of language. The golden moment stretches, unhurried, into the even evening. The muted shadows at the edges of the room are deep and soft. Stillness gathers with a slow grace around the dim mirror, like a held breath. You come to the mirror and stand quietly while the still light gathers on your face. The two of you watch each other with a slow grace in the pale silence of the room. The soft mirror leans quiet in the tender glow of the lamp. Somewhere behind you, the quiet house breathes slowly into slow dark. What if sleep were this gentle every single night? You let your gaze settle on the mirror, gently, unhurried, and calm. She reads your face with quiet care, and you read hers the same slow way. The honeyed moment stretches, unhurried, into the slow evening. The room holds its golden quiet around you, patient as the evening. Her gaze holds yours slowly, as though the evening were endless. Her eyes move over you so tenderly, and you answer with a hushed, tender gaze. Somewhere behind you, the milky house breathes slowly into low dark. The faint iron tap catches a shaft of pale light, turning even. The deep night has not yet asked anything of you. You let your gaze settle on the mirror with a slow grace, unhurried and calm. Yet the woman watching you is somehow lighter, muted, and entirely new. A hush settles over the honeyed bathroom, soft as even wool. The veiled moment stretches, unhurried, into the even evening. Nothing in the muted evening asks you to move or decide, and the face that should be yours is softened, as if by patient years. Her gaze holds yours quietly, as though the evening were endless. The hushed shadows at the edges of the room are deep and even. A hush settles over the muted bathroom, soft as deep wool. Stillness gathers in a low voice around the deep mirror. Like a held breath, you rest a hand on the still wooden frame and meet the waiting glass. She reads your face with calm care, and you read hers the same slow way. The room holds its dim quiet around you, patient as the evening. The pale moment stretches, unhurried, into the hushed evening. The golden dim evening stretches on, soft and unhurried. Neither of you looks away, and the honeyed watching becomes a kind of language. The face there is not yours, but belongs to a gentler, hushed stranger. The golden moment stretches, unhurried, into the low evening. A hush settles over the milky bathroom, soft as soft wool. The deep room keeps its hushed quiet while you stand and look. What if sleep welcomed you home tonight and you came? You regard her quietly, and her attention answers yours, warm and unhurried. The two of you watch each other so tenderly in the tender silence of the room. The dim moment stretches, unhurried, into the deep evening. In the quiet light of the old room, everything slows to an even breath. Her gaze holds yours gently, as though the evening were endless. You drift across the golden tiles and come to a stop at the mirror. The room holds its dusty quiet around you, patient as the evening. The dusty air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of long rest. A golden patience settles over you as the still hour deepens, and the reflection carries a honeyed softness your own face has never worn. She reads your face with kind care, and you read hers the same slow way. A hush settles over the warm bathroom, soft as slow wool. The hushed air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of calm rest. A gentle patience settles over you as the honeyed hour deepens. You study her, and she studies you unhurriedly as the pale light deepens between you. Before the mirror, you pause, as though in a dream, as the moment settles quiet and still. The gentle air is still and warm, heavy, with the promise of low rest. The faint mirror leans quiet in the hushed glow of the lamp. The two of you watch each other, gently, in the golden silence of the room. Her gaze holds yours without hurry, as though the evening were endless. The soft shadows at the edges of the room are deep and deep. A hush settles over the dim bathroom, soft as long wool. You find you are in no hurry to leave this soft, muted moment. This is what if sleep, and you may drift as far as you like. The face there is not yours, but belongs to a gentler, gentle stranger. Though she shares your features, her spirit feels honeyed, newly at peace. A hush settles over the dusty bathroom, soft as long wool. Evening pours its pale color through the frosted deep window. You rest a hand on the pale wooden frame and meet the waiting glass. The face there is not yours, but belongs to a gentler, golden stranger. Light pools softly on the quiet tiles, warm and tender and low. A faint, milky scent of old wood and soap lingers in the hushed air. The warm room keeps its golden quiet while you stand and look, yet the woman watching you is somehow lighter, golden, and entirely new. Before the mirror, you pause gently as the moment settles warm and still. The muted mirror leans quiet in the calm glow of the lamp. The gentle window latch catches a shaft of pale light, turning tender. The deep room keeps its soft quiet while you stand and look. Neither of you looks away, and the still watching becomes a kind of language. And the reflection carries a still softness your own face has never worn. The dusty mirror leans quiet in the hushed glow of the lamp. A faint, muted scent of old wood and soap lingers in the low air. You find you are in no hurry to leave this quiet, hushed moment, yet the woman watching you is somehow lighter, tender, and entirely new. You regard her without hurry, and her attention answers yours, gentle and unhurried. The honeyed moment stretches, unhurried, into the soft evening. Somewhere behind you, the hushed house breathes slowly into kind dark. You are curious now, slowly, and quietly unafraid. You find you are in no hurry to leave this tender, soft moment, and the calm stranger in the glass regards you with dreamy, quiet wonder. You walk slowly toward the mirror and let the room fall gentle around you. A hush settles over the dim bathroom, soft as hushed wool. The gentle frosted pane catches a shaft of pale light, turning soft. You are curious now, softly, and quietly unafraid. This is what if sleep, and you are already halfway there. Before the mirror, you pause so gently as the moment settles warm and still. Her eyes move over you as though in a dream, and you answer with a soft, tender gaze. The golden moment stretches, unhurried, into the kind evening. Light pools softly on the warm tiles, warm and still and low, yet the woman watching you is somehow lighter still and entirely new. Before the mirror, you pause unhurriedly as the moment settles quiet and still. The room holds its milky quiet around you, patient as the evening. In the warm light of the old room, everything slows to a hushed breath. You are curious now, as though in a dream, and quietly unafraid, standing at the glass. You take a long, golden breath and let your shoulders soften. And the reflection carries a hushed softness your own face has never worn. The room holds its veiled quiet around you, patient as the evening. A hush settles over the quiet bathroom, soft as slow wool. A soft patience settles over you as the gentle hour deepens, standing at the glass. You take a long, warm breath and let your shoulders soften. The face there is not yours, but belongs to a gentler, muted stranger. The milky mirror leans quiet in the even glow of the lamp. A hush settles over the gentle bathroom, soft as calm wool. Stillness gathers gently around the still mirror like a held breath, yet the woman there meets your eyes with a honeyed kindness you rarely meet. Yet the woman there meets your eyes with a tender kindness you rarely meet. The gentle air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of deep rest. Light pools softly on the faint tiles, warm and low and low. Stillness gathers as though in a dream around the gentle mirror, like a held breath. Sleep comes softly in what if sleep, and it is coming for you now. Her eyes move over you so gently, and you answer with a tender, tender gaze. And the calm stranger in the glass regards you with knowing, quiet wonder. A faint, gentle scent of old wood and soap lingers in the slow air. You let your gaze settle on the mirror, so tenderly, unhurried and calm. You rest a hand on the quiet wooden frame and meet the waiting glass. A faint, dusty scent of old wood and soap lingers in the long air. The golden air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of long rest. You drift across the muted tiles and come to a stop at the mirror. Though she shares your features, her spirit feels hushed, newly at peace. Somewhere behind you, the honeyed house breathes slowly into certain dark. The amber moment stretches, unhurried, into the low evening. A still patience settles over you as the golden hour deepens. You walk slowly toward the mirror and let the room fall deep around you. The two of you watch each other softly in the still silence of the room. The dim tiled wall catches a shaft of pale light, turning soft. The veiled shadows at the edges of the room are deep and tender. Stillness gathers softly around the gentle mirror like a held breath, and the reflection carries a warm softness your own face has never worn. Yet the woman watching you is somehow lighter, deep, and entirely new. The golden moment stretches, unhurried, into the calm evening. Somewhere behind you, the muted house breathes slowly into still dark. asks you to move or decide, yet the woman watching you is somehow lighter, warm, and entirely new. You let your gaze settle on the mirror, softly, unhurried, and calm. The quiet mirror leans quiet in the long glow of the lamp. The dim mirror leans quiet in the tender glow of the lamp. The soft night has not yet asked anything of you. What if sleep knew your name and called you softly home? And the reflection carries a faint softness your own face has never worn. Standing at the glass, you take a long, tender breath and let your shoulders soften. The amber mirror leans quiet in the calm glow of the lamp. Light pools softly on the dim tiles, warm and deep and low. You regard her gently, and her attention answers yours, tender and unhurried. You drift across the deep tiles and come to a stop at the mirror. A faint, milky scent of old wood and soap lingers in the patient air. Light pools softly on the quiet tiles, warm and calm and low. The hushed room keeps its gentle quiet while you stand and look. The day's heaviness does not touch her, and you feel its absence like a cool breeze. Her eyes are clear, unsleepy, unhurried, untouched by your long days. A faint, muted scent of old wood and soap lingers in the still air. The warm air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of tender rest. The boundary between you thins until it is barely a thought. You sense the edge between your worlds turning sheer, almost to nothing. The dim old pipe catches a shaft of pale light, turning still. The quiet mirror leans quiet in the still glow of the lamp. Her stillness becomes a kind of shelter you can enter. She stands as though nothing has ever made her afraid to be seen. The glass between you seems to soften, growing thin as old breath on a window. The hushed mirror leans quiet in the even glow of the lamp. The quiet cotton towel catches a shaft of pale light, turning slow. Her calm drifts across the glass toward you, unhurried. This is what if sleep, and nothing here can harm you. She seems to have put down everything you still carry, and to stand lighter for it. The wall of silver seems to breathe, and the gap between you narrows. In the amber light of the old room, everything slows to a still breathe. Light pools softly on the amber tiles, warm and long and low. You sense that crossing would take no effort, only a willingness. The barrier that held you apart grows faint, a breath of light instead of glass. A hush settles over the dim bathroom, soft as kind wool. Light pools softly on the quiet tiles, warm and even and low. She seems to understand the weight you never name aloud. The small duties that cling to you have simply not reached her. The mirror no longer holds you apart. It only holds you gently together. The milky air is still and warm, heavy with the promise promise of still rest. Light pools softly on the milky tiles, warm and certain and low. A shared understanding grows between you, wordless and warm. The barrier softens into something almost tender, almost shared. Her face holds none of the tiredness that shadows yours at night. A hush settles over the amber bathroom, soft as long wool. A hush settles over the gentle bathroom, soft as still wool. You let the ease of her settle into your shoulders. The kindness in her face steadies you where you stand. Something in the air shifts, and the mirror becomes a veil you could walk through. You feel the distance closing, the space between your hands growing warm. A faint, muted scent of old wood and soap lingers in the calm air. Light pools softly on the gentle tiles, warm and soft and low. You feel yourself softening in her patient company. She moves as though tomorrow held no demand, only more quiet light. The exhaustion of your days has not touched her, and you can almost see it. A faint, veiled scent of old wood and soap lingers in the even air. Light pools softly on the gentle tiles, warm and certain and low. You understand slowly that she is a part of you. Let what if sleep carry you down, warm and unhurried. She has left behind every load you drag from room to room each morning. The line where you end and she begins to blur, gently, like smoke. In the dim light of the old room, everything slows to a still breathe. The quiet candle flame catches a shaft of pale light, turning deep. The division between you is wearing thin, like silk worn soft by years. The surface of the mirror feels less like a wall and more like a membrane. Somewhere behind you, the gentle house breathes slowly into even dark. The faint mirror leans quiet in the still glow of the lamp. You begin to trust the quiet between you. You feel the film between your two worlds growing delicate and warm. You feel the glass give, not in substance, but in distance, drawing you near. The honeyed air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of soft rest. The honeyed air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of kind rest. A honeyed trust is building, strand by strand, as though in a dream. She does not carry the weight that bends your shoulders through the day. The glass becomes a doorway of light, and the threshold hums with quiet welcome. Evening pours its golden color through the frosted, calm window. In the hushed light of the old room, everything slows to a low breath. Her serene patience steadies the restless part of you. The separation between you begins to dissolve like fog off a pond at dawn. Her shoulders are soft and open, where yours are taut and guarded. Somewhere behind you, the pale house breathes slowly into deep dark. The milky shadows at the edges of the room are deep and You are learning the shape of a gentler, pale self. This is the stillness of what if sleep, and you are almost there. Her stillness holds no urgency, no unfinished thing, no quiet dread. The mirror grows luminous where you touch it, the barrier turning to light. A faint honeyed scent of old wood and soap lingers in the hushed air. Evening pours its soft color through the frosted low window. Distance between you is closing on its own, like two tides agreeing to meet. The surface between you turns to water, holding your gaze without resisting. A hush settles over the amber bathroom, soft as still wool. The veiled candle flame catches a shaft of pale light, turning hushed. Her gracious patience steadies the restless part of you. There is a lightness in her posture that you have long forgotten how to hold. Her brow is smooth, unmarked by the worries you wear like a second skin. The dusty mirror leans quiet in the low glow of the lamp. The pale shadows at the edges of the room are deep and certain. The deep understanding between you settles deeper each moment. Nothing is weighing on her, and the lightness of it glows faintly through. There is no tension in her, only the easy grace of a quiet evening. The veiled air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of long rest. Somewhere behind you, the golden house breathes slowly into calm dark. You feel understood in a way you rarely allow. She carries herself the way you did before the world taught you to brace. She is you, emptied of every burden, and it shows in every line of her. The faint moment stretches, unhurried, into the calm evening. Evening pours its dusty color through the frosted deep window. A gentle trust is building, strand by strand. Unhurriedly, she rests easily in her own skin, the way you wish you could rest. She seems to have forgotten the list of small fears you keep close. A hush settles over the warm bathroom, soft as long wool. The amber shadows at the edges of the room are deep and kind. The kindness between you grows unhurriedly with every breath. This is what if sleep, where nothing is asked of you but rest. Her eyes move over you as though in a dream, and you answer with a faint, tender gaze. The distance between you closes gently, the mirror turning to warm water. The dim candle flame catches a shaft of pale light, turning certain there is a faint lightness in her that your long days have never known. She reads your face with patient care, and you read hers the same slow way. A faint golden scent of old wood and soap lingers in the patient air. The dusty moment stretches, unhurried, into the even evening. The kindness between you grows in a low voice with every breath. Her face is unmarked by the unhurried worries that shadow yours each night. You study her, and she studies you, as though in a dream. as the gentle light deepens between you. The warm mirror leans quiet in the even glow of the lamp. The dusty shadows at the edges of the room are deep and soft. Her shoulders are muted and open, carrying none of the weight you hold. Neither of you looks away, and the soft watching becomes a kind of language. A hush settles over the hushed bathroom, soft as kind wool. Light pools softly on the milky tiles, warm and hushed and low. The pale understanding between you settles deeper each moment. The mirror grows luminous where you stand, the barrier turning to light. She moves softly, free of the burdens that bend you through the day. The soft mirror leans quiet in the certain glow of the lamp. The room holds its faint, quiet around you, patient as the evening. You are learning the shape of a gentler, warm self. This is the quiet of what if sleep, and you are safe here. The glass between you grows faint and thin, thinning in a low voice toward nothing. She rests in her own skin, the way you wish you could rest. The veiled mirror leans quiet in the long glow of the lamp. A faint pale scent of old wood and soap lingers in the tender air. Her shoulders are deep and open, carrying none of the weight you hold. She reads your face with serene care, and you read hers the same slow way. The faint shadows at the edges of the room are deep and long. Somewhere behind you, the milky house breathes slowly into long dark. A soft trust is building, strand by strand, softly. There is a muted lightness in her that your long days have never known. There is a honeyed lightness in her that your long days have never known. In the pale light of the old room, everything slows to a soft breath. In the dim light of the old room, everything slows to a calm breath. The barrier turns pale and sheer, a soft veil instead of a wall. The exhaustion of your days has not touched her, and you can see it. In the gentle light of the old room, everything slows to an even breath. The muted frosted pane catches a shaft of pale light, turning deep. You are learning the shape of a gentler, faint self. You regard her so tenderly, and her attention answers yours, muted and unhurried. You study her, and she studies you without hurry, as the deep light deepens between you. In the milky light of the old room, everything slows to a long breath. The dim moment stretches, unhurried, into the slow evening. A soft trust is building, strand by strand. In a low voice, the glass between you grows still and thin, thinning with a calm ease toward nothing. Her face is unmarked by the knowing worries that shadow yours each night. In the warm light of the old room, everything slows to a low breath. The warm moment stretches, unhurried, into the kind evening. Her quiet calm becomes a kind of shelter you can enter. This is what if sleep, a long, warm exhale into the dark. You regard her with a slow grace, and her attention answers yours, honeyed and unhurried. The wall of glass grows deep and thin, and the divide begins to blur. Light pools softly on the honeyed tiles, warm and tender and low. The muted mirror leans quiet in the slow glow of the lamp. Nothing is weighing on her, and the honeyed ease of it glows faintly. The separation between you fades softly, like fog off a still pond. Light pools softly on the dim tiles, warm and still and low. Evening pours its amber color through the frosted deep window. The kindness between you grows gently with every breath. The glass between you grows pale and thinning with a slow grace toward nothing. You regard her as though in a dream, and her attention answers yours, deep and unhurried. The quiet mirror leans quiet in the kind glow of the lamp. The veiled shadows at the edges of the room are deep and calm. The two of you watch each other with a calm ease in the warm silence of the room. Her shoulders are still and open, carrying none of the weight you hold. In the veiled light of the old room, everything slows to a deep breath. Somewhere behind you, the dusty house breathes slowly into slow dark. You regard her with a slow grace, and her attention answers yours, gentle and unhurried. Her gaze holds yours in a low voice, as though the evening were endless. A hush settles over the gentle bathroom, soft as low wool. The amber air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of still rest. Her knowing patience steadies the restless part of you. Let what if sleep be your blanket, soft and absolute. You study her, and she studies you so gently as the hushed light deepens between you. Neither of you looks away, and the pale watching becomes a kind of language. The hushed moment stretches, unhurried, into the still evening. Somewhere behind you, the pale house breathes slowly into calm dark. Nothing is weighing on her, and the golden ease of it glows faintly. You feel the boundary dissolving so tenderly into a muted wash of light. The faint air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of even rest. The milky air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of slow rest. The kindness between you grows with a slow grace with every breath. Her shoulders are hushed and open, carrying none of the weight you hold. The barrier turns soft and sheer, a soft veil instead of a wall. The warm moment stretches, unhurried, into the low evening. In the soft light of the old room, everything slows to a kind breath. A pale trust is building, strand by strand. Without hurry, she stands so gently at ease, as though no load had ever found her. You regard her with a slow grace, and her attention answers yours, muted move over you with a slow grace, and you answer with a soft, tender gaze. She reads your face with tender care, and you read hers the same slow way. Light pools softly on the dusty tiles, warm and hushed and low. Evening pours its gentle color through the frosted long window. You let a still hope bloom quietly in the honeyed light. Nothing is weighing on her, and the deep ease of it glows faintly. There is a still lightness in her that your long days have never known. A faint, faint scent of old wood and soap lingers in the slow air. The veiled mirror leans quiet in the patient glow of the lamp. A quiet trust is building, strand by strand, softly. This is what if sleep, and sleep is coming for you now. Nothing is weighing on her, and the quiet ease of it glows faintly. The distance between you closes unhurriedly, the mirror turning to warm water. Light pools softly on the pale tiles, warm and still and low. The faint moment stretches, unhurried, into the patient evening. You feel the boundary dissolving unhurriedly into a faint wash of light. Her gaze holds yours unhurriedly, as though the evening were endless. A faint, hushed scent of old wood and soap lingers in the patient air. A faint, soft scent of old wood and soap lingers in the kind air. A soft trust is building, strand by strand. So gently she moves slowly, free of the burdens that bend you through the day. The separation between you fades with a calm ease, like fog off a still pond. The dusty air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of tender rest. The room holds its soft, quiet around you, patient as the evening. The golden understanding between you settles deeper each moment. The wall of glass grows golden and thin, and the divide begins to blur. The distance between you closes softly, the mirror turning to warm water. The faint mirror leans quiet in the low glow of the lamp. In the amber light of the old room, everything slows to a soft breath. A honeyed trust is building, strand by strand. Without hurry, she moves in a low voice, free of the burdens that bend you through the day. The barrier turns dim and sheer, a soft veil instead of a wall. The amber air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of long rest. Somewhere behind you, the warm house breathes slowly into calm dark. You let a deep hope bloom quietly in the quiet light. This is the calm of what if sleep, and you may rest. She reads your face with gentle care, and you read hers the same slow way. You feel the boundary dissolving so gently into a hushed wash of light. The veiled air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of tender rest. The quiet shadows at the edges of the room are deep and still. The glass between you grows faint and thin, thinning so gently toward nothing. She stands with a calm ease at ease, as though no load had ever found her. A faint, soft scent of old wood and soap lingers in the tender air. Light pools softly on the hushed tiles, warm and slow and low. Her gaze holds yours as though in a dream, as though the evening were endless. Her gaze holds yours softly, as though the evening were endless. The quiet shadows at the edges of the room are deep and kind. Evening pours its veiled color through the frosted, soft window. You let a warm hope bloom quietly in the tender light. Her face is unmarked by the quiet worries that shadow yours each night. You feel the boundary dissolving without hurry into a soft wash of light. A hush settles over the warm bathroom, soft as deep wool. A faint, hushed scent of old wood and soap lingers in the soft air. You let a gentle hope bloom quietly in the hushed light. The two of you watch each other gently in the still silence of the room. The wall of glass grows warm and thin, and the divide begins to blur. The muted mirror leans quiet in the tender glow of the lamp. Light pools softly on the faint tiles, warm and soft and low. You let a soft hope bloom quietly in the deep light. Her face is unmarked by the calm worries that shadow yours each night. The glass between you grows honeyed and thinning without hurry toward nothing. The golden air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of low rest. Evening pours its hushed color through the frosted deep window. You are learning the shape of a gentler, gentle self. Let what if sleep carry you down quietly into the dark. You feel the boundary dissolving softly into a deep wash of light. Her eyes move over you with a calm ease, and you answer with a gentle, tender gaze. Light pools softly on the gentle tiles, warm and slow and low. The honeyed mirror leans quiet in the patient glow of the lamp. You study her, and she studies you without hurry, as the still light deepens between you. There is a tender lightness in her that your long days have never known. Somewhere behind you, the golden house breathes slowly into kind dark. A hush settles over the gentle bathroom, soft as long wool. The tender understanding between you settles deeper each moment. The barrier turns golden and sheer, a soft veil instead of a wall. The distance between you closes as though in a dream, the mirror turning to warm water. The dusty mirror leans quiet in the calm glow of the lamp. The dim mirror leans quiet in the low glow of the lamp. You are learning the shape of a gentler, still self. She moves so gently, free of the burdens that bend you through the day. The two of you watch each other so tenderly in the hushed silence of the room. A faint, faint scent of old wood and soap lingers in the deep air. The dim air bliss of still rest. Nothing is weighing on her, and the warm ease of it glows faintly. Her gaze holds yours so tenderly, as though the evening were endless. Light pools softly on the milky tiles, warm and kind and low. Evening pours its warm color through the frosted kind window. A dim trust is building, strand by strand, in a low voice. Let this be what if sleep, a tender surrender to the evening. You study her, and she studies you with a calm ease as the muted light deepens between you. The barrier turns hushed and sheer, a soft veil instead of a wall. The pale mirror leans quiet in the slow glow of the lamp. Her shoulders are quiet and open, carrying none of the weight you hold. Her eyes move over you gently, and you answer with a deep, tender gaze. The warm mirror leans quiet in the certain glow of the lamp. A faint, pale scent of old wood and soap lingers in the long air. Her tender patience steadies the restless part of you. The two of you watch each other in a low voice in the muted silence of the room. She moves as though in a dream, free of the burdens that bend you through the day. A hush settles over the milky bathroom, soft as certain wool. A faint, quiet scent of old wood and soap lingers in the soft air. You feel the boundary dissolving slowly into a honeyed wash of light. Her eyes move over you with a slow grace, and you answer with a tender, tender gaze. The dusty air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of low rest. The dim shadows at the edges of the room are deep and kind. Nothing is weighing on her, and the faint ease of it glows faintly. You feel the boundary dissolving slowly into a quiet wash of light. The golden shadows at the edges of the room are deep and still. Evening pours its faint color through the frosted still window. You let a faint hope bloom quietly in the pale light. Her face is unmarked by the tender worries that shadow yours each night. Her face is unmarked by the kind worries that shadow yours each night. A faint, dim scent of old wood and soap lingers in the patient air. Evening pours its amber color through the frosted long window. You are learning the shape of a gentler, tender self. This is what if sleep, and the night is finally unhurried to you. There is a gentle lightness in her that your long days have never known. The two of you watch each other with a slow grace in the warm silence of the room. The amber mirror leans quiet in the hushed glow of the lamp. The wall of glass grows soft and thin, and the divide begins to blur. The barrier turns deep and sheer, a soft veil instead of a wall. Light pools softly on the pale tiles, warm and hushed and low. Light pools softly on the hushed tiles, warm and tender and low. A hushed trust is building, strand by strand, unhurriedly, her eyes move over you so tenderly, and you answer with a tender, tender gaze. Her face is unmarked by the dreamy worries that shadow yours each night. Somewhere behind you, the warm house breathes slowly into slow dark. Somewhere behind you, the veiled house breathes slowly into hushed dark. You are learning the shape of a gentler, deep self. Her shoulders are gentle and open, carrying none of the weight you hold. She moves with a slow grace, free of the burdens that bend you through the day. The veiled, frosted pane catches a shaft of pale light, turning tender. Somewhere behind you, the soft house breathes slowly into still dark. The soft understanding between you settles deeper each moment. There is a hushed lightness in her that your long days have never known. You study her, and she studies you so tenderly as the warm light deepens between you. A hush settles over the gentle bathroom, soft as slow wool. A faint golden scent of old wood and soap lingers in the kind air. Let this be what if sleep, a golden surrender to the evening. The glass between you grows quiet and thinning without hurry toward nothing. Her shoulders are pale and open, carrying none of the weight you hold. In the golden light of the old room, everything slows to a calm breath. In the veiled light of the old room, everything slows to a certain breath. She meets your hidden heart without surprise, as though she always knew it. No words pass between you, but 1,000 things are said in the silence. Evening pours its hushed color through the frosted certain window. Evening pours its gentle color through the frosted, even window. Nothing in you must hide any longer in her presence. You find that the truest things pass between you without sound. You begin to make peace with the corners of yourself you once resented. Evening pours its muted color through the frosted, tender window. The veiled shadows at the edges of the room are deep and low. You feel understood in a way you never knew you needed. Her eyes offer the exact words you have always needed to hear, wordlessly. The parts of you that hid in shadow step forward, and she smiles at them. The warm mirror leans quiet in the tender glow of the lamp. The quiet moment stretches, unhurried, into the still evening. The silence grows deeper and somehow more intimate. Everything you need to say passes between you in a single shared breath. You understand her completely, the way you understand a song in a dream. Somewhere behind you, the veiled house breathes slowly into kind dark. The dim tooth glass catches a shaft of pale light, turning certain. What you have kept hidden is met with endless patience. The parts of you have apologized for find a soft welcome in her gaze. You do not speak, and yet you understand each other perfectly. Somewhere behind you, let her see all of you. This is what if sleep, and you are safe and tender here. She listens to the parts of you that have never had a voice. The selves you have kept out of sight gather slowly, and she does not turn away. The muted shadows at the edges of the room are deep and tender. The warm moment stretches, unhurried, into the still evening. The tender parts you have kept from everyone rise now, and she holds them. She does not flinch at the truths you have buried. She simply stays. A faint, muted scent of old wood and soap lingers in the hushed air. Somewhere behind you, the muted house breathes slowly into certain dark. The truth between you grows easier with each slow breath. Without speech, you agree to understand one another completely. You let her see the small, hidden parts you keep locked away. The honeyed shadows at the edges of the room are deep and deep. The honeyed mirror leans quiet in the tender glow of the lamp. Every hidden thing feels lighter once she has seen it. She gathers the fragments of you that felt like mistakes and calls them whole. She welcomes every secret you have carried with the same soft eyes. The dusty mirror leans quiet in the deep glow of the lamp. Evening pours its pale color through the frosted long window. You are seen, and being seen like this is a gift. The silence itself becomes the warmest conversation you have ever known. You offer her the shame you hold, and she accepts it without a word. The warm moment stretches, unhurried, into the even evening. The milky moment stretches, unhurried, into the slow evening. You offer her the whole of yourself, and she takes it gently. This is what if sleep, and the long good dark is kind to you. You let the guarded places in you breathe at last in her quiet company. In the quiet, a language older than words opens between you. Somewhere behind you, the veiled house breathes slowly into slow dark. Somewhere behind you, the faint house breathes slowly into certain dark. What you have hidden for so long begins to step into the light, unhurried. You release the pieces of yourself you thought unlovable, and she keeps them safe. A hush settles over the amber bathroom, soft as patient wool. The faint mirror leans quiet in the deep glow of the lamp. The distance between you has almost disappeared. You let go of the mask you have worn, and she holds the space for you to breathe. Neither of you speaks, yet everything important is finally spoken. Light pools softly on the hushed tiles, warm and calm and low. In the golden light of the old room, everything slows to a hushed breath. Everything you kept secret is met with kind patience now. The quiet fears you have guarded are finally allowed to be seen. The things you have hidden find in her a gentleness you could not give. Evening pours its dim color through the frosted long window. The milky moment stretches, unhurried, into the long evening. gentleness rises in you as the tender wall fades. Her gaze tells you what years of conversation never could. You communicate in the way of rivers and rain without a single word. Evening pours its dim color through the frosted, slow window. A faint, pale scent of old wood and soap lingers in the even air. You offer your whole heart, and it is received. The understanding flows between you, wordless and complete. She looks upon your hidden edges and finds nothing there to forgive. Light pools softly on the pale tiles, warm and patient and low. The dim shadows at the edges of the room are deep and patient. You are being seen, and it is only peace. Each hidden thing finds a still place to land. This is what if sleep. And tonight the mirror holds you with a slow grace. The silence between you is full, alive, more honest than speech. You speak to her with your stillness, and she answers in hers. The warm mirror leans quiet in the deep glow of the lamp. Light pools softly on the quiet tiles, warm and low and low. What you have been too afraid to own is offered to her, and she accepts it wholly. The hush between you is not empty, but brimming with meaning. Somewhere behind you, the hushed house breathes slowly into low dark. A hush settles over the soft bathroom, soft as kind wool. A honeyed gentleness rises in you as the golden wall fades. The quiet between you carries every truth, needing no voice at all. The parts of you have never shown anyone rise gently to the surface. The faint mirror leans quiet in the slow glow of the lamp. Light pools softly on the muted tiles, warm and tender and low. The dim truth between you grows easier with each breath. She shows you with her eyes what you could never say aloud. Her stillness answers a question you never knew how to ask. Light pools softly on the warm tiles, warm and long and low. A hush settles over the dusty bathroom, soft as low wool. The soft truth between you grows easier with each breath. Everything is said between you in silence, warm and complete. You let the hidden places in you breathe at last in her quiet company. Somewhere behind you, the soft house breathes slowly into slow dark. A hush settles over the soft bathroom, soft as hushed wool. A warm gentleness rises in you as the honeyed wall fades. This is what if sleep, and you are safe and hushed here. The guarded corners of you open quietly, and she keeps them safe. She welcomes the serene truths you guarded, receiving them without judgment. A faint honeyed scent of old wood and soap lingers in the even air. Evening pours its honeyed color through the frosted, slow window. Her stillness answers without hurry the question you never knew how to ask. Wordless, you reach one another so tenderly through the softening glass. The hushed shadows at the edges of the room are deep and long. The amber moment stretches, unhurried, into the tender evening. Each hidden thing finds a soft place to land. You share a faint understanding that needs no sound at all. What you hid for years steps, as though in a dream, into the light, and she does not turn. In the pale light of the old room, everything slows to a slow breath. Evening pours its honeyed color through the frosted, calm window. The muted truth between you grows easier with each breath. The distance between you closes without hurry, the mirror turning to warm water. What you hid for years steps so tenderly into the light, and she does not turn. Light pools softly on the dusty tiles, warm and long and low. Somewhere behind you, the hushed house breathes slowly into soft dark. Each hidden thing finds a gentle place to land. The hidden parts of you rise gently, and she meets them with patient patience. What you hid for years steps softly into the light, and she does not turn. The milky mirror leans quiet in the long glow of the lamp. Light pools softly on the honeyed tiles, warm and calm and low. A quiet gentleness rises in you as the muted wall fades. The guarded corners of you open so tenderly, and she keeps them safe. The guarded corners of you open as though in a dream, and she keeps them safe. The faint air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of long rest. The gentle porcelain basin catches a shaft of pale light, turning still. What if sleep could hold you like this, quiet and unafraid? Without a word, you understand each other gently in the soft hush. You offer her the selves you kept secret, and she holds them warm. Evening pours its veiled color through the frosted, tender window. The hushed shadows at the edges of the room are deep and patient. Without a word, you understand each other, as though in a dream, in the muted hush. She welcomes the soft truths you guarded, receiving them without judgment. The soft shadows at the edges of the room are deep and slow. In the veiled light of the old room, everything slows to a calm breath. The golden truth between you grows easier with each breath. The hush between you carries every truth, needing no voice at all. Everything is said between you in silence, tender and complete. The room holds its pale quiet around you, patient as the evening. Somewhere behind you, the gentle house breathes slowly into patient dark. Everything you kept secret is met with knowing patience now. What you hid for years steps slowly into the light, and she does not turn. The wall of glass grows muted and thin, and the divide begins to blur. A faint honeyed scent of old wood and soap lingers in the long air. Somewhere behind you, the dim house breathes slowly into kind dark. There is nothing left to guard in this this muted light, the barrier turns gentle and sheer, a soft veil instead of a wall. You offer her the selves you kept secret, and she holds them soft. The hushed air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of patient rest. The milky shadows at the edges of the room are deep and kind. A tender gentleness rises in you as the quiet wall fades. This is what if sleep, and you are safe and dim here. The distance between you closes slowly, the mirror turning to warm water. The guarded corners of you open so gently, and she keeps them safe. The dusty shadows at the edges of the room are deep and even. The pale air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of still rest. The quiet between you speaks with a calm ease, more truly than any voice. The hidden parts of you rise gently, and she meets them with quiet patience. The gentle mirror leans quiet in the patient glow of the lamp. The warm mirror's edge catches a shaft of pale light, turning tender. The still truth between you grows easier with each breath. The guarded corners of you open slowly, and she keeps them safe. The barrier turns still and sheer, a soft veil instead of a wall. In the warm light of the old room, everything slows to a soft breath. The soft soap dish catches a shaft of pale light, turning calm. There is nothing left to guard in this deep light. She welcomes the kind truths you guarded, receiving them without judgment. The guarded corners of you open unhurriedly, and she keeps them safe. Somewhere behind you, the gentle house breathes slowly into calm dark. The muted shadows at the edges of the room are deep and kind. A hushed gentleness rises in you as the muted wall fades. The separation between you fades, as though in a dream, like fog off a still pond. You offer her the selves you kept secret, and she holds them tender. The milky shadows at the edges of the room are deep and low. In the dim light of the old room, everything slows to a kind breath. Wordless, you reach one another gently through the softening glass. You offer her the selves you kept secret, and she holds them gentle. Light pools softly on the dim tiles, warm and kind and low. In the quiet light of the old room, everything slows to a slow breath. A soft gentleness rises in you as the warm wall fades. This is what if sleep, a slow exhale into the evening. You share a honeyed understanding that needs no sound at all. The hidden parts of you rise gently, and she meets them with unhurried patience. Somewhere behind you, the faint house breathes slowly into slow dark. The dim mirror leans quiet in the slow glow of the lamp. The barrier turns muted and sheer, a soft veil instead of a wall. You share a soft understanding that needs no sound at all. The warm mirror leans quiet in the still glow of the lamp. understand each other without hurry in the honeyed hush. Everything is said between you in silence, honeyed and complete. Evening pours its quiet color through the frosted curtain window. The golden air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of soft rest. A tender gentleness rises in you as the soft wall fades. The distance between you closes quietly, the mirror turning to warm water. Without a word, you understand each other with a slow grace in the pale hush. A hush settles over the honeyed bathroom, soft as slow wool. Light pools softly on the veiled tiles, warm and even and low. Each hidden thing finds a dim place to land. Her stillness answers slowly the question you never knew how to ask. She welcomes the patient truths you guarded, receiving them without judgment. Light pools softly on the amber tiles, warm and tender and low. In the golden light of the old room, everything slows to a kind breath. A golden gentleness rises in you as the hushed wall fades. Let what if sleep fold around you now, softly. The hidden parts of you rise gently, and she meets them with soft patience. The wall of glass grows still and thin, and the divide begins to blur. A hush settles over the golden bathroom, soft as patient wool. In the faint light of the old room, everything slows to a deep breath. You share a gentle understanding that needs no sound at all. The glass between you grows tender and thin, thinning with a slow grace toward nothing. The pale air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of slow rest. The veiled tooth glass catches a shaft of pale light, turning even. The honeyed truth between you grows easier with each breath. Her stillness answers, as though in a dream, the question you never knew how to ask. The guarded corners of you open with a slow grace, and she keeps them safe. Light pools softly on the muted tiles, warm and long and low. A faint golden scent of old wood and soap lingers in the tender air. Wordless, you reach one another without hurry through the softening glass. Without a word, you understand each other gently in the pale hush. A hush settles over the golden bathroom, soft as even wool. In the golden light of the old room, everything slows to a tender breath. There is nothing left to guard in this tender light. The hidden parts of you rise gently, and she meets them with dreamy patience. She welcomes the gentle truths you guarded, receiving them without judgment. The honeyed shadows at the edges of the room are deep and low. The veiled air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of deep rest. A quiet gentleness rises in you as the dim wall fades. The glass between you grows warm and thin, thinning so tenderly toward nothing. The separation between you fades so gently, like fog off a still pond. hushed tiles, warm and certain and low. A hush settles over the dusty bathroom, soft as hushed wool. A faint gentleness rises in you as the tender wall fades. This is what if sleep, and you are safe and gentle here. The glass between you grows pale and thinning without hurry toward nothing. The wall of glass grows honeyed and thin, and the divide begins to blur. In the gentle light of the old room, everything slows to a kind breath. A hush settles over the warm bathroom, soft as kind wool. The parts of you have apologized for find a faint welcome in her gaze. She welcomes the tender truths you guarded, receiving them without judgment. The hushed air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of deep rest. The gentle mirror leans quiet in the calm glow of the lamp. The warm truth between you grows easier with each breath. Wordless, you reach one another slowly through the softening glass. Her stillness answers so gently the question you never knew how to ask. The faint porcelain basin catches a shaft of pale light, turning kind. The faint iron tap catches a shaft of pale light, turning slow. Everything you kept secret is met with soft patience now. Wordless, you reach one another, as though in a dream, through the softening glass. The guarded corners of you open with a calm ease, and she keeps them safe. A faint amber scent of old wood and soap lingers in the soft air. The dim old pipe catches a shaft of pale light, turning low. What you hid for years steps with a slow grace into the light, and she does not turn. You feel the boundary dissolving so tenderly into a hushed wash of light. Evening pours its warm color through the frosted patient window. The golden air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of hushed rest. This is the still hour of what if sleep, and you are nearly home. You share a pale understanding that needs no sound at all. She welcomes the calm truths you guarded, receiving them without judgment. Light pools softly on the honeyed tiles, warm and low and low. The warm air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of long rest. The distance between you closes with a slow grace, the mirror turning to warm water. You feel the boundary dissolving, as though in a dream, into a deep wash of light. The soft air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of slow rest. A hush settles over the faint bathroom, soft as soft wool. The separation between you fades quietly, like fog off a still pond. The wall of glass grows dim and thin, and the divide begins to blur. The muted tooth glass catches a shaft of pale light, turning slow. The soft air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of patient rest. Everything you kept secret is met with gracious patience now. The guarded corners of you open gently, and she keeps them safe. You feel the boundary dissolving unhurriedly into a dim wash of light. A faint, warm scent of old wood and soap lingers in the kind air. The room holds its honeyed quiet around you, patient as the evening. Everything you kept secret is met with calm patience now. The quiet between you speaks as though in a dream, more truly than any voice. Everything is said between you in silence, still and complete. The room holds its warm quiet around you, patient as the evening. Somewhere behind you, the amber house breathes slowly into still dark. The gentle truth between you grows easier with each breath. The hidden parts of you rise gently, and she meets them with calm patience. Everything is said between you in silence, faint and complete. Light pools softly on the honeyed tiles, warm and long and low. The veiled mirror leans quiet in the tender glow of the lamp. A muted gentleness rises in you as the golden wall fades. What if sleep could hold you like this, golden and unafraid? The hidden parts of you rise gently, and she meets them with gracious patience. The quiet between you speaks in a low voice, more truly than any voice. The gentle moment stretches, unhurried, into the low evening. Evening pours its soft color through the frosted, still window. Her stillness answers with a calm ease the question you never knew how to ask. The glass between you grows still and thin, thinning unhurriedly toward nothing. Light pools softly on the dusty tiles, warm and kind and low. Light pools softly on the milky tiles, warm and long and low. Everything you kept secret is met with serene patience now. You share a quiet understanding that needs no sound at all. The wall of glass grows tender and thin, and the divide begins to blur. Light pools softly on the honeyed tiles, warm and slow and low. The dim moment stretches, unhurried, into the tender evening. There is nothing left to guard in this honeyed light. The glass between you grows golden and thin, thinning quietly toward nothing. Everything is said between you in silence, hushed and complete. A hush settles over the amber bathroom, soft as soft wool. The dim mirror leans quiet in the long glow of the lamp. The quiet truth between you grows easier with each breath. Wordless, you reach one another in a low voice through the softening glass. The barrier turns warm and sheer, a soft veil instead of a wall. The faint shadows at the edges of the room are deep and deep. The muted porcelain basin catches a shaft of pale light, turning certain. A dim gentleness rises in you as the pale wall fades. What if sleep could hold you like this, soft and unafraid? The guarded corners of you open in a low voice, and she keeps them safe. You offer her the selves you kept secret, and she holds them hushed. The quiet soap dish catches a shaft of pale light, turning low. The faint moment stretches, unhurried, into the long evening. The glass between you grows dim and thinning in a low voice toward nothing. You offer her the selves you kept secret, and she holds them honeyed. The quiet moment stretches, unhurried, into the tender evening. Light pools softly on the muted tiles, warm and certain and low. A muted gentleness rises in you as the dim wall fades. She welcomes the gracious truths you guarded, receiving them without judgment. You share a tender understanding that needs no sound at all. The dusty mirror leans quiet in the still glow of the lamp. Somewhere behind you, the amber house breathes slowly into slow dark. Everything you kept secret is met with tender patience now. You feel the boundary dissolving with a slow grace into a warm wash of light. She welcomes the quiet truths you guarded, receiving them without judgment. The gentle shadows at the edges of the room are deep and calm. The honeyed mirror leans quiet in the still glow of the lamp. The deep truth between you grows easier with each breath. Without a word, you understand each other slowly in the faint hush. The glass between you grows gentle and thinning so tenderly toward nothing. The golden candle flame catches a shaft of pale light, turning certain. Evening pours its veiled color through the frosted deep window. There is nothing left to guard in this dim light. The last of your worries loosens, and you let them go into the dark. The boundary dissolves into a soft glow, and you step toward it willingly. The veiled mirror leans quiet in the certain glow of the lamp. Somewhere behind you, the hushed house breathes slowly into long dark. You sink into rest, held by the gentleness you found. This is what if sleep, and the night is finally calm to you. The night takes you gently now, and you go willingly into it. Your heart slows, and the noise of the day finally fades to a hush. Somewhere behind you, the faint house breathes slowly into soft dark. In the warm light of the old room, everything slows to a tender breath, and you find yourself gentler than before, softer at the edges. Slowly, her face and yours begin to move toward one another like two rivers. In the honeyed light of the old room, everything slows to a slow breath. In the warm light of the old room, everything slows to a kind breath. You let the night hold every part of you now. The tension in your body loosens, and a deep calm moves through you. A soft heaviness of rest spreads through your limbs, welcome and true. The gentle moment stretches, unhurried, into the calm evening. In the hushed light of the old room, everything slows to a deep breath. Sleep folds its arms around you, soft and certain. You are softer, stiller, more whole than you have been in a long time. The two of you become one continuous breath, whole and unhurried. In the veiled light of the old room, everything slows to a soft breath. The amber mirror leans quiet in the certain glow of the lamp. You drift now, complete, into the waiting dark. Her warmth draws near until you are almost touching through the light. You let yourself fall into her, and she lets herself fall into you. A hush settles over the veiled bathroom, soft as certain wool. In the amber light of the old room, everything slows to a long breath. The mirror fades, and only your peace remains. This is the warm quiet of what if sleep, and you may let go. Everything in you settles, and sleep comes up to meet you like water. What was split is gathered once more, folded together like a hand closing. A faint, gentle scent of old wood and soap lingers in the low air. The dusty moment stretches, unhurried, into the slow evening. You merge back into a single, unbroken self, tender and whole. The kindness you met in the glass stays with you, warm under your skin. Somewhere behind you, the pale house breathes slowly into certain dark. Somewhere behind you, the golden house breathes slowly into slow dark. Your eyes grow heavy with a peaceful, tender sleep. She returns to you, and you receive her, the joining gentle as morning. You turn from the glass, and the room feels like a kind embrace. Evening pours its faint color through the frosted low window. A faint, dim scent of old wood and soap lingers in the slow air. The room dims kindly around you, ready for rest. You fold her into yourself, the way a lake folds in the sky at dusk. And so, gently, you let yourself fall asleep, held and at peace. A faint, warm scent of old wood and soap lingers in the long air. A hush settles over the pale bathroom, soft as certain wool. The wholeness you found stays with you, warm and quiet. You rest at last, complete and quiet, ready for the long good dark. The light between you thins to nothing, and you are one warm being. A faint golden scent of old wood and soap lingers in the hushed air. The dusty moment stretches, unhurried, into the deep evening. You are whole now, and the tender night knows it. The mirror fills with light as the last of the distance between you melts away. She steps into you, and you step into her, and the glass holds only one being. The muted mirror leans quiet in the long glow of the lamp. The faint mirror leans quiet in the long glow of the lamp. Let what if sleep be your blanket, golden and absolute. You feel yourself reunite with her gently, like a tide returning to the shore. You and she become one presence, resting at last in the same skin. hushed air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of low rest. Light pools softly on the dim tiles, warm and low and low. A tenderness settles into you that you have not felt in years. You are ready now to lay your head down and let the night take you. Somewhere behind you, the warm house breathes slowly into deep dark. Somewhere behind you, the muted house breathes slowly into low dark. Gentleness wraps around you like warm, still clothes. You feel the distance between you closing, and you let it gladly. The seam where you were divided closes without a scar, warm and complete. The pale window latch catches a shaft of pale light, turning kind. A hush settles over the muted bathroom, soft as tender wool. You are whole now, and the warm night knows it. The reunion is quiet, inevitable, as natural as breathing in a deep sleep. You are quieter inside, and the quiet is warm and safe. The quiet shadows at the edges of the room are deep and patient. In the quiet light of the old room, everything slows to a calm breath. Gentleness wraps around you like gentle, faint cloth. The separation ends, and wholeness closes over you like a held hand. She extends a hand to you in the glass, and you reach back without hesitation. A faint, milky scent of old wood and soap lingers in the still air. A faint, warm scent of old wood and soap lingers in the even air. This is the muted quiet of what if sleep, and you may let go. The two of you draw together until there is only one soft silhouette. You feel lighter, kinder, more patient with the world and with yourself. The milky mirror leans quiet in the calm glow of the lamp. A hush settles over the dusty bathroom, soft as certain wool. Your breathing deepens, and the room rocks you slowly into rest. You feel yourself drifting, weightless, toward a deep and peaceful rest. Evening pours its dusty color through the frosted, tender window. The muted mirror leans quiet in the even glow of the lamp. A hushed peace closes over you slowly and holds you. You rest, complete, in the tender quiet you found. Every part of you softens into sleep, grateful and unafraid. The gentleness you found in the mirror now lives in you, and you let it stay. Evening pours its honeyed color through the frosted, tender window. A hush settles over the pale bathroom, soft as patient wool. Sleep is close, and it is gentle, and it is yours. The two of you become a single, honeyed being, whole and unhurried. You and she draw together without hurry, folding into one dim presence. The soft old pipe catches a shaft of pale light, turning even. The amber frosted pane catches a shaft of pale light, turning low. Gentleness wraps around you like dim, warm cloth. The guarded corners of you open softly, and she keeps them safe. You are ready now to rest, soft and whole in the quiet you found. The milky moment stretches unhurried into the still evening. Evening pours its gentle color through the frosted certain window. You drift now in a low voice into the faint waiting dark. You are ready now to rest, hushed and whole in the quiet you found. The parts of you have apologized for find a still welcome in her gaze. The warm tooth glass catches a shaft of pale light, turning hushed. A hush settles over the pale bathroom, soft as still wool. The honeyed wholeness you found stays with you, warm and still. This is what if sleep, and the night is finally serene to you. The two of you become a single, golden being, whole and unhurried. The hidden parts of you rise gently, and she meets them with tender patience. A hush settles over the dusty bathroom, soft as deep wool. The warm wooden frame catches a shaft of pale light, turning slow. The seam where you were divided closes without a scar, warm and whole. You merge back into one warm self, softly, tender, and complete. The warm moment stretches, unhurried, into the calm evening. The amber moment stretches, unhurried, into the still evening. You rest, complete, in the quiet you found. The long, good dark holds you gently now. The distance ends, and wholeness closes over you like a tender hand. You merge back into one warm self, with a calm ease, tender and complete. The faint air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of kind rest. The soft moment stretches, unhurried, into the even evening. You rest, complete, in the muted quiet you found. The golden quiet of the room rocks you slowly toward sleep. You let the last of your worries go, slowly, into the waiting dark. A hush settles over the soft bathroom, soft as still wool. The gentle mirror leans quiet in the low glow of the lamp. A still peace closes over you in a low voice and holds you. You offer her the selves you kept secret, and she holds them quiet. A gentle calm moves through you, and sleep comes up gently to meet you. Somewhere behind you, the pale house breathes slowly into hushed dark. Somewhere behind you, the dim house breathes slowly into deep dark. Gentleness wraps around you like quiet, faint cloth. This is the gentle hour of what if sleep and rest is near. The hidden parts of you rise gently, and she meets them with gentle patience. She returns to you, and you receive her slowly, the joins soft as morning. Somewhere behind you, the muted house breathes slowly into deep dark. In the warm light of the old room, everything slows to a deep breath. You sink into a quiet sleep, grateful, gentle, finally at ease. You find yourself gentler, softer, drifting so gently toward a deep rest. Somewhere behind you, the quiet house breathes slowly into certain dark. Evening pours its faint color through the frosted, even window. A quiet peace closes over you with a calm ease and holds you. You fold her into yourself with a slow grace, the way a lake folds in the sky. You let the last of your worries go with a slow grace into the waiting dark. Somewhere behind you, the quiet house breathes slowly into patient dark. A faint, milky scent of old wood and soap lingers in the calm air. You find yourself gentler, softer, drifting softly toward a deep rest. A dim calm moves through you, and sleep comes up gently to meet you. Light pools softly on the gentle tiles, warm and calm and low. The muted moment stretches, unhurried, into the hushed evening. Gentleness wraps around you like pale, faint cloth. A quiet peace closes over you unhurriedly and holds you. You find yourself gentler, softer, drifting gently toward a deep rest. A faint calm moves through you, and sleep comes up gently to meet you. The muted air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of hushed rest. A faint amber scent of old wood and soap lingers in the certain air. The deep wholeness you found stays with you, warm and still. A still calm moves through you, and sleep comes up gently to meet you. You fold her into yourself, so tenderly, the way a lake folds in the sky. The golden mirror leans quiet in the certain glow of the lamp. The warm moment stretches, unhurried, into the tender evening. The gentle wholeness you found stays with you, warm and still. Let this be what if sleep, a soft surrender to the evening. The parts of you have apologized for find a honeyed welcome in her gaze. Your breathing slows, and the night holds you in a low voice, kind and certain. The honeyed moment stretches, unhurried, into the long evening. In the hushed light of the old room, everything slows to a calm breath. She returns to you, and you receive her quietly, the join soft as morning. Your breathing slows, and the night holds you without hurry, kind and certain. A faint, gentle scent of old wood and soap lingers in the hushed air. The honeyed air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of still rest. You merge back into one warm self, in a low voice, tender and complete. The parts of you have apologized for find a quiet welcome in her gaze. The veiled moment stretches, unhurried, into the patient evening. A faint, faint scent of old wood and soap lingers in the long air. The pale wholeness you found stays with you, warm and still. The hidden parts of you rise gently, and she meets them with serene patience. You merge back into one warm self, so tenderly, tender and complete. The gentle shadows at the edges of the room are deep and deep. In the milky light of the old room, everything slows to a calm breath. The long, good dark holds you so tenderly now. The hidden parts of you rise gently, and she meets them with knowing patience. The parts of you have apologized for find a pale welcome in her gaze. Evening pours its pale color through the frosted, calm window. The muted moment stretches, unhurried, into the even evening. You drift now, so tenderly, into the faint, waiting dark. Let what if sleep carry you down, so tenderly, into the dark. The deep quiet of the room rocks you slowly towards sleep. You and she draw together with a slow grace, folding into one dim presence. The faint mirror leans quiet in the even glow of the lamp. A hush settles over the soft bathroom, soft as soft wool. A muted calm moves through you, and sleep comes up gently to meet you. You merge back into one warm self, quietly, tender, and complete. The veiled mirror leans quiet in the calm glow of the lamp. The amber air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of certain rest. The long, good dark holds you with a slow grace now. You offer her the selves you kept secret, and she holds them golden. You let the last of your worries go, so tenderly, into the waiting dark. The quiet shadows at the edges of the room are deep and calm. The hushed air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of certain rest. The long, good dark holds you softly now. What you hid for years steps with a calm ease into the light, and she does not turn. The distance ends, and wholeness closes over you like a golden hand. The veiled tooth glass catches a shaft of pale light, turning certain. The dim air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of soft rest. The distance ends, and wholeness closes over you like a dim hand. Your breathing slows, and the night holds you gently, kind and certain. Evening pours its amber color through the frosted, certain window. Somewhere behind you, the hushed house breathes slowly into certain dark. The tender wholeness you found stays with you, warm and still. The distance ends, and wholeness closes over you like a soft hand. You offer her the selves you kept secret, and she holds them deep. A faint golden scent of old wood and soap lingers in the slow air. A faint amber scent of old wood and soap lingers in the even air. You rest, complete, in the honeyed quiet you found. Let this be what if sleep, a muted surrender to the evening. You merge back into one warm self, so gently, tender, and complete. You sink into a dim sleep, grateful, gentle, finally at ease. The dusty cotton towel catches a shaft of pale light, turning still. In the dusty light of the old room, everything slows to a calm breath. What you hid for years steps unhurriedly into the light, and she does not turn. You and she draw together gently, folding into one gentle presence. Light pools softly on the milky tile warm and patient and low. The dusty moment stretches, unhurried, into the still evening. You drift now, in a low voice, into the tender waiting dark. The parts of you have apologized for find a dim welcome in her gaze. You fold her into yourself, quietly, the way a lake folds in the sky. Somewhere behind you, the pale house breathes slowly into even dark. The honeyed porcelain basin catches a shaft of pale light, turning patient. The warm wholeness you found stays with you. Warm and still, you find yourself gentler, softer, drifting in a low voice toward a deep rest. The distance ends, and wholeness closes over you like a deep hand. Light pools softly on the faint tiles, warm and calm and low. The quiet mirror leans quiet in the certain glow of the lamp. The long good dark holds you so gently now. The hushed quiet of the room rocks you slowly toward sleep. What you hid for years steps so gently into the light, and she does not turn. Somewhere behind you, the golden house breathes slowly into still dark. The quiet shadows at the edges of the room are deep and even. You drift now, with a calm ease, into the golden waiting dark. This is what if sleep, and tonight the mirror holds you so gently. The two of you become a single, tender being, whole and unhurried. She returns to you, and you receive her in a low voice, the joins soft as morning. The gentle shadows at the edges of the room are deep and low. The dim quiet of the room rocks you slowly toward sleep. You merge back into one warm self, as though in a dream, tender and complete. The hushed moment stretches, unhurried, into the kind evening. Somewhere behind you, the golden house breathes slowly into certain dark. You drift now, quietly, into the dim, waiting dark. You and she draw together with a calm ease, folding into one dim presence. Your breathing slows, and the night holds you unhurriedly, kind and certain. A faint, pale scent of old wood and soap lingers in the calm air. A hush settles over the quiet bathroom, soft as low wool. The long good dark holds you as though in a dream now. The two of you become a single, pale being, whole and unhurried. You offer her the selves you kept secret, and she holds them dim. In the muted light of the old room, everything slows to a tender breath. The pale soap dish catches a shaft of pale light, turning tender. You are whole now, and the golden night knows it. You sink into a faint sleep, grateful, gentle, finally at ease. Your breathing slows, and the night holds you so gently, kind and certain. The warm, frosted pane catches a shaft of pale light, turning even. The muted air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of kind rest. The long good dark holds you quietly now. You merge back into one warm self, without hurry parts of you have apologized for find a muted welcome in her gaze. The pale mirror leans quiet in the certain glow of the lamp. The room holds its hushed quiet around you, patient as the evening. You are whole now, and the hushed night knows it. Let what if sleep fold around you now, slowly. Your breathing slows, and the night holds you slowly, kind and certain. The guarded corners of you open without hurry, and she keeps them safe. In the amber light of the old room, everything slows to a calm breath. The faint air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of calm rest. The distance ends, and wholeness closes over you like a still hand. What you hid for years steps quietly into the light, and she does not turn. The muted cotton towel catches a shaft of pale light, turning calm. Light pools softly on the muted tiles, warm and hushed and low. Gentleness wraps around you like hushed, gentle cloth. She welcomes the unhurried truths you guarded, receiving them without judgment. The distance ends, and wholeness closes over you like a quiet hand. The golden mirror leans quiet in the hushed glow of the lamp. The soft mirror leans quiet in the slow glow of the lamp. You rest, complete, in the deep quiet you found. The parts of you have apologized for find a gentle welcome in her gaze. You fold her into yourself, slowly, the way a lake folds in the sky. The gentle air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of kind rest. The amber shadows at the edges of the room are deep and deep. You are ready now to rest, muted and whole, in the quiet you found. The distance ends, and wholeness closes over you like a muted hand. In the pale light of the old room, everything slows to a calm breath. The dim moment stretches, unhurried, into the even evening. You are whole now, and the muted night knows it. Let what if sleep fold around you now, without hurry. You sink into a still sleep, grateful, gentle, finally at ease. The two of you become a single, quiet being, whole and unhurried. A hush settles over the muted bathroom, soft as patient wool. Light pools softly on the quiet tiles, warm and soft and low. A pale calm moves through you, and sleep comes up gently to meet you. You offer her the selves you kept secret, and she holds them muted. The hushed moment stretches, unhurried, into the deep evening. A hush settles over the dim bathroom, soft as slow wool. You drift now, so gently, into the hushed, waiting dark. The two of you become a single, soft being, whole and unhurried. You let the last of your worries go quietly into the waiting dark. The milky mirror leans quiet in the patient glow of the lamp. A faint, quiet scent of old wood and soap lingers in the certain air. You rest, complete, in the gentle quiet you found. She welcomes the dreamy truths you guarded, receiving them without judgment. You let the last of your worries go softly into the waiting dark. The hushed air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of hushed rest. A faint, muted scent of old wood and soap lingers in the certain air. The faint wholeness you found stays with you, warm and still. You and she draw together so gently, folding into one still presence. A warm calm moves through you, and sleep comes up gently to meet you. The warm air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of certain rest. A hush settles over the milky bathroom, soft as low wool. You rest, complete, in the pale quiet you found. What you hid for years steps in a low voice into the light, and she does not turn. The parts of you have apologized for find a hushed welcome in her gaze. Light pools softly on the dusty tiles, warm and calm and low. The soft moment stretches, unhurried, into the tender evening. You drift now, so gently, into the warm waiting dark. Let this be what if sleep, a warm surrender to the evening. You and she draw together with a calm ease, folding into one honeyed presence. You offer her the selves you kept secret, she holds them still. Evening pours its amber color through the frosted, tender window. The warm air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of low rest. The parts of you have apologized for find a golden welcome in her gaze. The distance ends, and wholeness closes over you like a honeyed hand. Somewhere behind you, the veiled house breathes slowly into still dark. The warm candle flame catches a shaft of pale light, turning hushed. The still wholeness you found stays with you, warm and still. The parts of you have apologized for find a warm welcome in her gaze. You and she draw together without hurry, folding into one warm presence. The pale air is still and warm, heavy with the promise of kind rest. The golden shadows at the edges of the room are deep and even. Gentleness wraps around you like quiet, tender cloth. And so the night draws gently to a close. The images fade like embers into the dark, and all that is left is the slow rhythm of your own breath. You have wandered through looking in the mirror, and your reflection is someone else, and you are changed, softened, ready. Thank you for spending this time with me here on What If Sleep. If you would like to drift with us again, please subscribe and join us tomorrow night. For now, let your thoughts dissolve and let sleep carry you gently and peacefully into the deep.